All right, everyone. Episode 9, the last of the Battlestar Galactica episodes I'm doing right now. Yeah, like the one before it. Very, very refreshing overall. I do have to say, this is probably better than the one before it. The one before it, it's a little slow at the start, all that stuff. This one, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not going from like a rough episode to a good episode. I'm from a decently good episode to a great episode. I don't know if I'd say great, but I'm gonna say it kinda, because I'm trying to get that idea across. This was enjoyable. Man, see, I'm getting this feeling like these are the episodes I must have watched, and I really got things out of order, like way back in the past, because it's like, man, the cowboy episode was woof. Just, oh man. Oh, yeah. Oh man, just don't even get me started. Um, this one concludes exactly like you would expect it to. Okay, there are no mysteries here. Like zero mysteries. There's no plot twists. There's no surprise endings. There's no any of that stuff. The story begins. The story progresses. I guess it continues. The story progresses as you would expect it to. They have to drag it out a little bit in one point, but honestly, the way they drag it out actually doesn't really ruin the story. It actually kind of adds an interesting concept and some interesting dynamics, and it makes the Cylons less we're manslaughtering crazy psycho robots and actually a little more alive. Of every episode I've watched up until now, this is the first one I've actually seen something that makes me think the Cylons don't consider their little like robot guys to be cannon fodder, which is kind of a nice take. You know, like the Balthazar guy, he threatens to basically kill off a bunch of robots, and the robot gun commander is just kind of like, dude, I don't really like that plan. And Balthazar's like, suck it up. And he does. But I mean, it's really kind of interesting because the way that they play it, you can actually get this feeling like the robot's like, you know what? Those guys may just look like drones to you, but they're not drones to me. And that's actually a really refreshing take. Like, I really enjoy that. Like, it's dynamic in a way that you just don't normally get to see. And I don't know what else to say. Like, normally races, like when they do robots, I don't know how many stories you guys have seen. They always do that, yeah, like the Hollywood movies. Anytime there's a robot army that's like swarms of robots and they're all decently strong, they always end up having like a queen, and then the little robots are drones. So trite and so annoying. And like the bad guy saying, hey, and in the previous episodes, they made it clear that the Cylons win because the Cylons just outnumber the humans. Okay, the humans are individually better at fighting. Okay, well, at least that's the way they say it in the story. I'm not really sure why they would be better, but that's not the point. And so they've established the Cylons are going to actually like be good at using lots of numbers. So you would mentally assume that they're just, throwing a bunch of cannon fodder drones out there to die until this comment, at which point you're just like, hey, wait a minute. This isn't just some bland, generic, I'm a hive mind race that goes out and like swarms the enemy, and then the heroes overcome the swarm by dramatically killing the queen at the last moment. They're actually like a civilization. They have culture and depth. No. And it's actually really refreshing, to be honest. They're still pretty one-dimensional, guys. Don't get me wrong. Extremely one-dimensional. But it's better. All in all, I loved the episode. I think it did editing 4 out of 5ish. The story is probably a 5 out of 5. Honestly, I enjoyed a lot of the ideas. The pacing's a little off. The acting, I'd almost say a 4 out of 5 again. I kind of think I liked the actor. Maybe he didn't do that much acting, but I kind of liked the actor for the father figure. He did a pretty decent job. And I definitely liked almost everyone's acting until I think it was one of the clone lady, well, so it's one actress. The clone lady does something, and if you're going, wait, what clone lady? Yeah, that's another spoiler. Not a big one, so cool your jets. It's not like I'm, throwing out the whole story. Honestly, it doesn't really change anything, and if you watched the previous episode, you would already know this, so not a big one. Anyway, you guys all have a good one.